Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. Today I am playing in my craft journal and I'm going to be doing a grid style art journal page. So I'm going to be painting lots of different squares onto the page and then adding some details into them. So I'm starting off with Permanent Red Violet Light from Amsterdam Acrylic, and you can see I've just painted that square onto the page. I didn't map it out first, I'm just going for doing it by eye sort of feel. So then, using the same pink, I added a little bit of lemon from Dina Wakley and painted another one, and then repeated the process 4 times. So I added a little bit more lemon each time just to make it a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to, for the next row, start off with the same pink and just adding a little bit of white to start off with, and then a tiny bit of yellow, and then more white. So I'm just using really 3 colours to create the first layer for this page. Starting off with the pink and then adding a little bit of yellow and then adding white to the colour. And you'll see it creates quite a nice grid of coloured squares by the time we're finished. You notice that I haven't drawn these squares out, so they are a little bit random in shape, but I wasn't really worried about that because I had an idea of how this page was going to work, and I wasn't really going for neat, tidy squares. So then I'm using the Mantra stencil with a little bit of white paint through the blending tool just to break up that background a little bit. So next I'm going to be taking botanical elements from the Things That Grow collage paper set, which is the new release from Dina Wakley for September 2021, and I'm going to be just adding 1 leaf onto each of the coloured squares. I'm just using gel matte medium to stick those down, and you notice that I'm putting the leaves coming in from different angles in the squares, some from the bottom, some from the top, and from each corner as well. So I'm not really going for any particular leaf, I'm just looking through the sheets and seeing which ones I like the look of and which ones I thought would work quite well, and this really wasn't planned out, it really just was as it happened. And then once it was dry, I'm just using a black gel pen and I'm just roughly sketching around the squares, not worrying about whether I'm drawing over the leaves or not. And this is where I'm sort of roughly trying to make the squares similar in size. So you notice that one there that I did, I didn't quite go to the edge of the paint. It does give it quite an artsy, painterly look, but I quite like the effect that it creates. So this is a weird plastic tube that I think it must have had a paintbrush in it or something, but it's fabulous for printing circles. So I would say to you, like, if you look out for things that you can save, like lids from things that are great for just stamping shapes onto pages, they can help with your mark making when you're finishing off your page. So then I'm just using my favourite Posca pen, I'm adding a few dots onto the page, and then I'm going in with a Stabilo All, and I was just going to add a bit of shadow, and I thought first of all I'd smudge it with my finger, and then I decided that I would water activate it, and it actually created a nicer effect. So that's how I did the shadow on each of these boxes. I mean, it would work just smudging it, but I think it worked better using the water brush just to activate the pencil. And then I'm just using this Signo Uniball in white, and I'm just doodling some patterns into the background of the squares. So here I'm just using some horizontal and vertical lines in 3 of the boxes, and then drawing my favourite circles and dots on some of the other ones too. I mean, this is a sort of page you could repeat with all sorts of colour palettes. You could even do it with rainbow squares. But there we go, there's the finished page. So quite effective, quite simple, not many materials that you need to do this. And if you didn't have the collage paper, you could even draw your own images into the squares too. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon.